Good morning, everybody. Hey, I decided I would just shoot a short video blog this morning rather than writing one. And I've really been thinking a lot about how I feel. And so I thought I would share with you kind of what I have been uncovering for myself and see if it will help you in any way. And it's something I really want you to play with today. So here's what it's all about. My question to you is, how do you feel, right? And are the things that you're feeling, do they feel good to you? And if they don't feel good, what are you doing about that? Are you making a choice to focus on something that feels better? And the first thing that I want you to know is that it's available to you to feel really, really good. You know, when I say things like choose joy, it's not just blowing smoke. I really have figured out how to choose joy in my life. Does that mean I'm always in a state of joy? Absolutely not. I'm working on it, but I'm not there yet. However, it's the awareness that if I don't feel good, something doesn't feel good to me, that there is something else that I can choose to help me move past that and to get into a better state of feeling. And I know some of y'all are saying, well, sure, it's easy for you to feel good, Barb, you live by the ocean. That's not true. I mean, it's true that I live by the ocean, but I still choose it. There are a lot of people that live by the ocean, and you know this to be true, that don't feel good. They don't even recognize that the ocean is there for them to use as a tool, to feel good. So let's dive in a little bit deeper. And I'm always a little bit thankful that my 91-year-old dad doesn't own a computer, because he's always a great subject to talk about. And one of the things that happens every time I call my dad, he always wants to engage me in a conversation about politics. Now, it's always been important to him. It is something that does not feel good to me. And so whenever he does it, I like, Dad, you know I'm not going to engage. And we change the subject and we move on to something else. Because I don't choose to engage in things that don't feel good. And maybe it does feel good to him. And if it does, that's fine. He can find somebody else that matches that feeling and they can talk all they want. But it doesn't feel good to me. So the question is, what are you spending your time in on things that don't feel good, rather than making a different choice about that? Because sometimes we feel like we have to, right, do something that doesn't feel good, or that there isn't anything better available to us. And that's the piece that I want you to really connect to today, is just looking for something that feels better. So if what I'm thinking on, what I'm focusing on doesn't feel good, find something that feels better and start to focus on that. I know it sounds really simple, and I get that it's not all that easy, but it can be done, and it takes practice. And the more you become aware of what you're feeling, that's the first step. How am I feeling? Asking yourself that question, how am I feeling? And the more you become aware of how you're feeling, then you can do something about it. So, you know, and our feelings are such an incredible thing. They can tell us so much about where we're at. So it's not to avoid the feeling. I mean, we don't just say, oh, I shouldn't feel that, and move on. No, we don't want to do that, because that feeling will just come right back up again. So utilizing that feeling, I mean, really feeling it, learning from it what you can, and then now choosing something that feels better. So this is what I want you to do today. I want you to play with it. I want you to become aware, right? Even if you set your phone an alarm, it's like, and a little message comes up and says, how am I feeling? Become aware of that. And if it doesn't feel good, think about what you can do to change that, to move to the next level, to feel something that feels better. And as you play with that, see what happens. So what's cool about it is the more good that you feel, you now are attracting more of that good into your life. That's how it works. And so now you've had this day that, like, wow, that felt really, really good. Let me do that again tomorrow. And now we create truly a high five life. So high five is about making those high five choices, those things that feel really, really good. Those create high five moments, those moments where you feel good, and you put all those together and you create a high five life. That's what it's all about. So play with that today. Let me know how it goes for you, and I look forward to connecting with you. Thanks. Have a great day.